D.C. area, where I just served about 45 years in government service. So government ethics is and remains important to me. I'm somewhat disconcerted that the Center for Public Integrity gave Nevada an F and ranks the state 46 in public integrity. I'm sure you all realize that and are likely concerned with it. What I would like to say now is that I'm also a principal in Let's Talk Nevada. That is a social media site where individuals are free to discuss issues important to them. As a member of the Nevada Press Association and the Society for Professional Journalism, I wish to briefly address the Commission's role when called upon to evaluate Nevada journalists running for and holding a public office. Our society simply says no. I, however, do realize that it's not your job to pass on the journalistic ethics of an individual reporter or an editor working for a media outlet. However, as you well know, one of your many tasks is to pass on the individuals who appear to have a conflict between their private interests and their public commitments to the public they serve. I do understand the difficulty you face in balancing the pursuit of a prosecution versus providing advice. And I also understand the difficulty you have in determining what a willful violation may be. I understand how difficult it must be to judge whether an individual failed to hold a public office as a public trust or failed to avoid conflict of interests. I offer just a simple solution. Information has value, and that value can be measured. If an individual who is claims to be a journalist or an editor is either writing about issues that are of the same jurisdiction as their public office, and they are paid for that, there's a direct correlation or an indirect correlation between their payment and what they are saying. On the other hand, if that same individual, who is also a reporter or an editor, is sitting in a public trust position in a public forum, for example, water or electrical or whatever, and that individual is, in fact, making comments that directly to that individual's own reporter who is sitting in the audience and therefore reporting on what that individual is saying, that is a direct conflict. The person, by the way, is also getting paid for that. And fundamentally, this journalist, whoever the person may be acting as a politician, is fundamentally benefiting herself both from money, which she is paid for, and by having the advantage of presenting her views either to the reporter by sitting on her public post or by writing about the subject. Therefore, in my opinion, there is a direct pecuniary interest between that individual who is claiming to be an editor and a journalist reporting on information about the public agency she sits on and the payment she gets. That, to me, should this issue come up again, I know it is before you now, but should it come up again, I think there's a direct line between what that person is saying, the information she's providing, and the payment she's receiving. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. McGreer. Does anyone else want to come up and provide public comments?